Good Novatos, thanks again for tuning in to yet another video. Infamous coming at you from the studio once again. We're going to be looking at the Osmo Action camera. So I've had this for a few weeks now, and I've been using GoPro for many years. Even before I started motovlogging, it was one of my favorite go-to cameras. I've been using it since probably the Hero 4, and I've still owned my Hero 5. It's on my workstation, and now I've upgraded up to a Hero 8, and this is the GoPro Hero 8 mod, which is a great camera. It's expensive. It is expensive considering how much you have to pay for the whole setup, but it still has a few glitches. Alright, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to try out this little setup, the Osmo Action with the mic adapter, and this is probably the cheapest the cheapest setup for you to use. I really like the steady shot in this Osmo Action. Overall, it's a great option in 2021 for motovlogging. I'd say it's a good option. It's $200. The mic adapter itself is about $16, so it's very cheap. It's a cheap setup, but after doing my tests and after running multiple tests, I just don't know if this is probably ideal, mainly because of the audio. It's just there's no settings. I tried all the settings in the Osmo Action. I tried lowering the sensitivity. I tried the loudness. It has some features in there, but they just don't seem to do anything. I also turned off the wind reduction. I believe that's what it's called on this. Still no visible or no. I mean, you can't really hear the difference between it. This is just a little bit of a test so you guys can hear the difference between the Osmo Action with the mic adapter for a motovlogging setup and against the Hero 8 with the mod adapter. So now we're using the Hero 8 mod. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. I did max out the settings. I put in high quality audio, so maybe the audio might be a tad bit better. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to do a lot of processing with the audio. I'm just going to lower the dBs a little bit, maybe by -7, just to kind of keep me from being too loud on the videos. And I don't know. I mean, on the GoPro mod, it's great. The audio is it's decent. I usually record on a digital recorder. It's an external recorder. So, but as far as motovlogging, all-in-one unit, I would have to probably say the GoPro Hero mod and the GoPro Hero 9 is probably your best option. Only because audio is just very important when it comes to motovlogging. It's just, you know, when we're motovlogging, it's more of it's kind of like a podcast on wheels, honestly. And the audio it's huge. It is a difference maker when it comes to motovlogging. Audio is important. So, I mean, if you're on a budget, this is a great option. Maybe there is something that you could probably do as far as post, but if you just want that clean audio out of your one unit system, then you have to go with the GoPro Hero mod or the GoPro Hero. I wouldn't recommend the mic adapter because that's been absolutely garbage. If you guys see my videos, yes, I mean, it's just not reliable. This, however, I haven't had any issues. I've had this for over a year now, since Hero 8 came out. We're on 9. We're about to get 10. And yes, this has been reliable. It records. It has a new little function up here on the top left or on the top right, and it indicates that the mic is working, or there's a mic adapter, or there's a mic connected to the GoPro. That's what I do like. You also have that same notification on this one as well. You do have a little mic indicator that your external mic is connected. So I mean, that's an improvement over the Hero, I believe Hero 6, Hero 7. So yes, I mean, I do like that. I mentioned in my other video where there was no way for you to tell if your mic was connected on the Hero 5 when you had that external mic adapter. And I did try this external mic adapter on with this because, you know, it is a USB-C and it doesn't work. So other than that, I mean, if you have an external mic, kind of like a Deity or a Rode external mic, something like that, this does work. I've already tried it. I've done tests and it works. But as far as a handlebar cam or something like that, the Rocksteady and the Osmo Action is great. I do like it. It doesn't have that same contrast color of a GoPro, but I mean, this is just overall preference. I do like the contrast of the GoPro look. You just have darker blacks and bluer skies and greener grass or whatever. So yes, there is a big difference. And I've been recording with the Osmo Action for a while now, and I mean, I do recommend it if you want that forward display, like over here. It's great. So yes, you do have this forward display. You could keep it on. It might drain your battery, but you could, you know, have it set up so you could get yourself in frame and then just record and just talk to your viewers or whatever. There's a few things that I did notice. You can't switch between the front and the back while you're recording. Alright, so overall, if you're looking for a one setup unit all-in-one, you have to go with the Hero 8 or the Hero 9 or whatever you want to do with the mod. It's great. It does, honestly, it weighs about the same. I weighed both of these units. The GoPro Hero itself weighs about 4 ounces. With the mod and everything else, I mean, they weigh the same. It's I believe it's about 0.3 ounces heavier. I had the notes, but I accidentally lost them. So I believe they're about almost 6 ounces. I mean, if you were wondering weight-wise, you know, I have some neck issues. That's why I typically record with the external mic, and I do like the lighter setup. Like I said, the Hero 8 weighs at 4 ounces without the mod, and this with just the cage itself, this weighs in about almost 6 ounces. Maybe about 5 point something ounces. So yes, this weighs as much as this with the mod. If you're just wondering if you want that lighter feel of a Hero 8, it just doesn't feel like you have anything. That's what I do like, and that's why I typically record with external mic. I mean, both of these cameras are great. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. If you're looking more of a slow motion, more of a functional, I mean, typically motovloggers, we don't do slow motion, but maybe you're planning on doing some other additional videos or maybe some b-roll videos. You could do that with the Hero 8. You do have a little bit more settings, a little bit more of a higher frame rate, but as far as 4K 2K, your max would be 60p, and that's where I record all my videos anyways. That's the settings I record all my videos. I do 2K at 60 frames per second, and then a few video shooting customizable settings, but I'm not going to get into that with this video. But overall, the Osmo Action for 2021 is a great option. I just wouldn't really consider it a viable option as a motovlogging like all-in-one setup. Like I said, you do have quite a few settings on here. I'm not going to get into that, but you know what? I really like it, and I'm actually keeping this as a backup. I'm looking forward to what Hero 10 brings to the table. We might see some 8K stuff. We saw the Hero 9 has some 5K, but just the overall glitches and the problems that GoPro always has, it's just something that you probably don't want to get into the first one. Getting into glitches, let's just go over the GoPro glitches. They're absolutely annoying. This is my Hero 8 Gen 1, I guess that's what it's called, and then this is my Hero 8 Gen 2. So I mean, you can't really tell the difference between them. In case you were wondering, I would always tell you get the newest one. I think the shade's a little bit different, but there's no there's no visible markings on here that'll let you know that this is a Hero version 2 and this is a Hero version 1. This one still has a lot of glitches. I always have to remove the battery. Sometimes it doesn't turn on. Sometimes the GoPro won't record. I mean, it's a headache. And some of the other motovloggers have mentioned issues with the Hero 9. The battery gets disconnected. Sometimes it doesn't record. And I mean, these are the same glitches that have plagued GoPros. It's been around for a long time. I'm just glad I was able to get a decent one with the Gen 2 version 2. So overall, I mean, I would probably advise, wait, because I mean, these glitches, they just seem to be around forever. Even with the firmware update, I still can't get this thing to work 100%. I think, I mean, I haven't had a lot of issues with it recently, but I always have to, you know, remove this, pull it out, and then you have to get it off the mount, because you can't reset it. So I would have to remove the mount to get to the battery, to pull it out, and then reset the GoPro Hero 8, which is a pain in the ass. And this is my what is this called? It's called a Lunazi mount, and I mean, usually this is what I would have to do with my Gen 1. Pull that out and then slide that back in, and then have it working again. So that was a constant issue that I had with my Hero 8. And having the Gen 2, I haven't ran into that issue. So as far as glitches with the Osmo Action, I haven't experienced any. So I mean, that's what I that might be something that you might consider looking at both of these setups. Alright, enough rambling. Yes, I've been doing a lot of that. Overall, I mean, yes, I mean, I could talk about this kind of stuff all day long, but just the Osmo Action, I believe, is still a viable option in 2021. The display in the front, honestly, there's a little bit of a delay between what you see and what you're recording when you're doing some kind of a self motovlog or whatever, or video log or vlog or whatever you call it. There is a slight delay, but I mean, I never found it too distracting. Honestly, it's nothing that I couldn't get used to within probably 2 minutes. So the Osmo Action is a great option. The steady action cam seems to be a tad bit better, and the colors, that just depends if you're color grading and whatever. So yes, the Osmo Action 2021, I believe, is still a great camera. $200 is great. You don't need 120K or I mean 2K 120 or whatever. I believe 60 frames per second is just great. You could also, you know, pull that back so you could get some motion blur. I don't want to get into that, but anyways, yes, that's just my own opinion, my own review of the Osmo Action. It's a great camera. $200. If you could post, fix the audio and post, and if you know how to do that, then that's great. Other than that, you know, 100% just spend the extra money, get yourself the Hero 8 with the mod. That way you don't have to worry about audio and stuff like that. And yes, both are reliable. The Gen 2, like I said, the Gen 2 is something that you should consider over the Gen 8, over the Gen 1. So you guys just stay out there, stay safe. Don't believe everything you read. Life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.